Nakot na! Taka na! Taka na! Taka na! Taka na!
The signs are hard to ignore. Manny Pacquiao might need to rethink stepping into the ring with Mario Barrios. Earlier today, he suffered an injury during training, and it's raising red flags. Since he got back to training this week, footage of Manny's workouts has sparked all kinds of reactions. But this latest setback has many of his fans changing their tune. Instead of cheering him on, more are now urging him to pull back and reconsider the fight.
The champions on Boots' radar. I mean, I still think it's bizarre that Manny Pacquiao's fighting for a world title 5 years out of the ring and just not anywhere near at world level anymore. But that's boxing and it's the business and we understand it. I think for Boots, like we talked about fighters that want legacy, all he wants to do is fight the champions. And I think physically it'd be more beneficial for him to move to 154. But he just, he is world champion at 47. So whilst he can...
Manny Pacquiao looked noticeably tired in his recent training clips, and things took a turn for the worse when he injured his shoulder while hitting the punching bag and mitts. According to reports, this isn't a new issue. He's been dealing with shoulder problems for nearly 10 years. It first became a serious concern back in 2015, just 2 weeks before his big fight with Floyd Mayweather Jr. At the time. He revealed he had a sprain that badly affected how often and how hard he could throw punches.
In every training that you have, it will come back, the pain.
So against Floyd in the ring that night, did you feel handicapped where you couldn't throw with that hand?
I feel like, disappointed in myself because when I'm throwing punches in the fourth round, because he's leaning on the rope and attacking him, starting my pressure to him. But I feel like when I throw my hands, I feel like I cut my hands. I feel like...
Unfortunately, the same old shoulder injury flared up again while Pacquiao was hitting the punching bag. He suddenly felt a sharp pain and let out a yell. His team rushed over right away, took quick action, and wrapped the injured arm with a bandage. A medical team was already on standby to help him feel better as fast as possible. Despite the scare, Pacquiao reassured everyone that it wasn't a big deal. He insisted the injury wouldn't affect the fight and said he'd be back to full strength in just a few days or weeks. "My injury is not serious. I'll recover and return to the ring soon." July 19th is still on, Pacquiao said with confidence. Not long before the injury, Pacquiao signaled his return to the spotlight with a 38-second training video that quickly made waves. Wearing simple workout gear, the Filipino legend was seen firing off sharp combinations on the punching bag, showing the same grit that made him a champion in 8 different weight classes. The clip, posted by Boxing Kingdom, came with a bold caption, "The legend is back." Now 46 and nearly 4 years removed from his last fight, Pacquiao is getting ready to face Mario Barrios, the current WBC welterweight champ. Their July 19th showdown in Las Vegas will see two fighters from different eras clash. Barrios, 30, is in peak condition and on a winning streak, known for his non-stop pressure and strong jab. For Pacquiao, this isn't just a comeback, it's a fight against time. The short video, while impressive, also sparked some tough comparisons, especially to Mike Tyson. Before his comeback fight against Jake Paul, Tyson looked strong and sharp in training videos, flashing the speed and power fans remembered from his prime. But once the fight began, reality set in, age had caught up, and the energy from those clips didn't show up in the ring. Now, many are worried Pacquiao could face the same situation. Yes, he moves with purpose in the footage, but there are concerns. His hands drop too low, his movement isn't as sharp, and he seems to tire more quickly. For a fighter at his level, those signs are serious red flag. Training clips are one thing, but real fights are a whole different story. In the ring, you need consistent rhythm, quick reflexes, and the ability to adapt every second. Hitting a bag for 30 seconds can look great, but it's nothing like facing a live, active opponent like Barrios. And the concerns go beyond just physical performance. Some are also questioning why Pacquiao is making a comeback at all. Still, not everyone is critical. Many fans continue to cheer him on, reminding others that power is often the last thing a boxer loses, and that even with the odds stacked against him, Pacquiao might still have a few surprises left. That mix of doubt and belief sums up how most people feel. No one really knows what's going to happen, but everyone's paying attention. After all, Pacquiao has made a career out of doing the impossible, from his early days as a flyweight to becoming a global boxing legend.
Also, my legs are tight.
Yeah, we saw that you didn't use your legs as much, not as much footwork from you, and not as much head movement from you as well. Was it a matter of tightness? Was that the issue?
Yeah, my legs is so tight. That's why it's hard to move.
Do you think that's father time? 42 years old, still doing this, man, going the distance here against yes, look at this. This crowd is so pumped to be here. They came to see you. What do you want to...
But in boxing, happy endings are rare, and this time, the stakes are higher than just winning. For Pacquiao, it's not only about scoring a victory, it's about protecting a legacy built over decades. He's 17 years older than Barrios, who's 29 and right in the middle of his athletic prime. Many in the boxing world have voiced concern about Pacquiao's health as the fight approaches. Those concerns have only grown after seeing his recent training footage, which showed signs that age and wear may finally be catching up with him.
Pacquiao, why? What do you think? You think Barrios? Are you joking?
In the 30-second clip of Pacquiao hitting the bag, his hand speed was still there, but his footwork drew criticism. Many viewers pointed it out in the comments. One person wrote bluntly, "Legs are gone." Another added, "The legs aren't there, but he still has that snap and quick reflex." A third commented, "He looked tired, first time I've seen him fatigued just hitting the bag. Bad sign, but good luck to him. He's a legend." One comment even read, "We're about to witness a live murder of Manny. Sad times for the boxing community." And someone else simply put, "This is sad. His best days are behind him." Still, if Pacquiao somehow pulls off a win against Barrios, he'll make history, becoming the second oldest world champion in boxing history.
Are you serious?
I got like 50.
He's 46. But he's still Pacquiao.
Years off. No, he's not. I think Mario.
You said Pacquiao. I think Pacquiao.
I think so.
Bernard Hopkins still holds the record as the oldest world champion, winning a title at 49 years and 297 days old. But Hopkins was still actively fighting and training full-time when he reached that milestone. He stayed committed to the sport right up until his retirement at 51. Pacquiao's situation is quite different. Over the past 4 years, he's shifted his focus to politics and hasn't been living in the gym like fighters usually do at his age. Still, the Filipino icon is now stepping out of retirement to face Mario Barrios for the WBC welterweight title this July. His team confirmed the fight just hours after Pacquiao officially lost his bid for another seat in the Philippine Senate.
Manny Pacquiao will face Mario Barrios for the WBC 147-pound title this coming July 19th in Las Vegas. Manny Pacquiao is 46 years old and has officially been retired for 4 years now. And as much as it sucks to admit it, obviously this is no longer the same Pacquiao, and it's been evident not only from his last professional fight against Ugas, but also based on his most recent exhibition fight. Now, in theory, Pacquiao's power is still there, and I feel like it's always gonna be there.
The former 8-division champion didn't succeed in his bid for a second term as senator, conceding the race Wednesday night. In the 2025 Philippine elections, Pacquiao finished 18th, well outside the top 12 spots needed to win a seat. He received just over 10 million votes, representing the Federal Party of the Philippines. This marks his second straight loss in politics. The beloved athlete from General Santos City had previously run for president in 2022 but came in a distant third. True to his fighting spirit, both in the ring and in politics, Pacquiao accepted the results with humility, showing the same grace that defined his legendary career.
For the most part. However, without the speed and his reflexes, in which Pacquiao has heavily relied to pretty much all throughout his career, that said power is kinda useless if he can't really put that into execution. This move to have Pacquiao return for a championship fight after a 4-year layoff is also a slap to many WBC fighters in the rankings. Not to mention, shows that in boxing, rules will always.
Clip 11. The 46-year-old veteran arrived at LAX surrounded by close companions, including his wife Jin Key, longtime assistant coach Boo Boy Fernandez, and personal assistant David Sisson. After moving through a crowd of fans and media, he got into a black caravan to leave the airport. By Monday morning, Pacquiao was back to his usual public training routine at a park in the Fairfax district. He'll soon begin his training camp with his trusted Hall of Fame coach Freddie Roach at Wildcard Gym. Sean Gibbons, Pacquiao's advisor and head of his promotional company, shared this update with The Ring magazine. The partnership between Pacquiao and his coach Freddie Roach was legendary, and their impact was recently celebrated in Los Angeles. On Sunday, the city honored Roach by naming the famous gym's location, Freddie Roach Square, to mark 30 years of the gym's legacy. In early June, Pacquiao, the 8-division world champion, will be inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame. After that, his focus will return to Mario Barrios, a 30-year-old fighter who wasn't even born when Pacquiao started his professional career back in 1995. The World Boxing Council recently placed Pacquiao back at number 5 in their rankings, and many see Barrios as a fight Pacquiao can still win. After a planned fight with Pacquiao fell through last year, Mario Barrios shifted gears and ended up with a surprising split draw against Abel Ramos in November. When reporters asked Pacquiao about the 16-year age gap and the risks of coming back now, he just smiled and said, "Don't worry about it. It's a tough road for anyone at this age to do what Manny is trying to do, but if anyone can, Manny can." His longtime coach Freddie Roach echoed that confidence in a statement to The Ring, shared by his publicist Fred Sternberg. Pacquiao also hinted that his son Jim will make his professional debut on the same fight card, which is expected to include a rematch between WBC junior middleweight champion Sebastian Fondora and Tim Tszyu.
We're here in Manila with the great legendary champion Manny Pacquiao, Sean Gibbons, and Manny is announcing the creation of the memorial for the 50th anniversary of Ali Frazier, the Thrill in Manila.
That was 50 years ago.
So next October 1st, 2025, many surprises to come. And we will fully support all your efforts.
It's going to be a big event.
Thank you.